You're a serial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And you get away with it, I guess, because they're and so far nobody's... What?
Is this Howard?
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
That is surreal.
This was the live call made to the infamous Howard Stern show by a serial killer who had a lot to brag about. The show
Brag
was
about
famous
is an
for having
understatement.
an indecent and raw taste, which made it the perfect place for a man named Clay to talk about the kills that remained unsolved to this day.
Clay?
In
What
this
is he, a
video,
Toy
we're
Story
taking you through
character?
the live call on the Howard Stern show and the story of the notorious Storyville Slayer. From July of 1991 to April of 1996, there was a string of killings that took place in New Orleans.
Holy shit.
There were 24-plus victims found.
24?
Some that were ID'd, and some that were so decomposed that they couldn't be ID'd. The police were getting nowhere, not even with a task force dedicated to taking down the Storyville Slayer.
There go your
At the
tax
time,
dollars.
there wasn't much technological advancement, so there was very little DNA to act on, and even less evidence to go on about. But on the 13th of August, 1997, the infamous Howard Stern show received a live call from someone who claimed to have killed 12 streetwalkers.
Oh my god! August 1997, bro. That's a long-ass time ago. That's almost like 30 years ago, guys. Shit, dinosaurs were walking around damn near back then. Oh my god.
Because Howard's show had a theme of discussing controversies, they decided to continue the discussion with the live caller.
All right, I got a guy on the phone who claims he's been killing. He's wondering why he's doing it.
That's insane,
So maybe
bro.
he thinks I have an answer. Is this Ed?
No, this isn't Ed.
Thank god.
You have any bros?
No, I never said my name was Ed.
Oh my god. 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 I can only imagine the sigh of relief that they had for that brief moment when he said that he wasn't Ed. But then he later clarified, that's not my name, but like I am the guy that killed those hook.
Oh.
Bro.
Sorry.
Oh my
That's
god.
okay.
What name do you use?
You can call me Clay.
Clay?
Clay.
Notice his aggravated tone of voice the minute Howard gets his name wrong. When he said, "No, I never said my name was Ed," it sounded like it annoyed him a bit, but
Yeah.
he kept his cool. Also, notice how he said,
He almost
"You can
up.
call me Clay," instead of "My name is Clay."
Yo, the radio
This
host
leads
always
us to
fuck.
believe that this is quite possibly an alias name, not his real name.
Okay, Clay. So what happened? How many prostitutes have you?
Jeez.
12.
Wow.
And you're wondering why you do it?
Wow.
I have a pretty good idea.
Why? Did your mom beat you? Did your mom spank you? Did
Was your mom a prostitute?
Had to
Nah.
be. Had to be.
Actually, nothing like that.
What is it then?
I think I just do it for the sense of the power.
All right.
This is
Power?
when you know you're dealing with a real psychopath.
Is that him?
Someone who kills with no means or motive. Someone who just kills for the sense of power. But the
Bro.
fact that he killed 12 people of the same profession leads us to believe there could be some secret connection here.
That's wild.
The co-host mentions whether his mother was a or not because this is a genuine fact.
Yeah.
According to the criminology professor Dr. Elizabeth Yardley, quote, "Mothers can create environments where brutality was every day and expected. They actively abused or neglected their children, creating deviant value systems in which the abnormal became normal.
Jeez.
But if his choice of victims doesn't hint at us, perhaps his method
Did they
will."
find this guy?
Do you have sex with them first?
Yes, and
And then what, you strangle them?
Oh my god.
once.
Once?
Well, a few times, actually most times with a hammer.
And
What
where do you do
the
this primarily?
I've done it twice in a parking garage, and then the rest of the times on the side of the road.
And nobody
You're
saw?
from the New Orleans area?
Yes.
Hmm.
And how? I mean, what are you with a hammer?
Ah!
It usually only takes once, and it
Dude, you gotta have a lot of anger in
Holy
you.
shit. Bro, he was like, yo, it only takes once. Usually just one hit.
Why do you need to feel so powerful?
He's got some issue with women, but like some shrink's gotta look into it. It's not even worth. I mean, you might as well just yourself if you killed 15 people.
Bro, you can't even blame Andrew Tate for this shit because this shit happened like 30 years ago, okay? Andrew Tate was still swimming in his dad's ball sack, I'm pretty sure, back then. How you just gonna get rid of all the... What if some of us want some? He's like literally disposing of them as if they're gonna spawn back. Like, what's wrong with this guy?
And that means you're heartless. Did you used to kill small animals?
no, that's a rat.
Yeah.
A rat.
See, a lot of guys start out killing kittens for some reason.
Yeah, they kill something before they start with humans.
If my kid like killed a kitten or something cute, I'd probably just figure, well, this is it.
Kill them.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
you're
how
a
it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Howard's trying to wrap his
He
mind around
admitted
the
to it. Yo,
motive,
he
his
admitted
reason
to
kill.
it.
What he's trying to conclude is that his reason to kill was just the thrill, something which is a common trait among psychopaths.
Wow. And you get away with it, I guess, because they're hookers, and so far nobody's... What?
Is this Howard?
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
I didn't know this was Howard.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Howard.
of course.
Who
Yeah.
the f did he think he was talking to?
Yeah. No, I've never kitten.
Really?
Never killed any small animal except a rat?
Yeah, rat's okay.
Well,
But you people
Rats
and you're
are the
happy
money
about
But
that?
how'd you kill?
the rat.
Yeah.
Stepped on his head, I bet.
We had a big flood a couple of years ago, and it's not actually a rat. It's called a nutria rat.
Which is
And I
also a
busted
rat.
it out.
What?
It got in the kitchen at my work.
So how old were you when you killed your first woman?
16.
And you must be
16?
a powerful kind of guy, big guy.
I wasn't that.
Bro was
Right.
Bro was
And,
still
when
at
you
the
killed your first
pre-order
woman, did you
age.
go in there
What?
knowing you were going to kill her, or it just sort of happened?
I knew I really had it planned out.
Hmm.
You know, I
Bro's
wanted to do the
balls
whole
didn't
thing
even drop
include-
before he murdered.
Right.
What?
Are you
wanted to
in?
baffle people, but it turned out no one noticed for a long time.
Right. Like you killed the side of the road?
That was the parking garage.
Ew,
Okay.
don't
And
say
then
it
what'd
like
you do with
that.
the body? You dumped that somewhere?
Yeah, actually, I think she's probably one of the ones that they found.
He claims
She's probably one of the ones that
staged his
they
first kill
found?
with features that would show that this is the work of a but in a bragging tone. He claims the police never thought of it. According to the police reports, the unknown killer's first kill took place in August of 1991, which was 17-year-old Danielle Britton. She was found in a ditch in Algiers, New Orleans. And according to the autopsy report, she had been beaten and shot. This description matches exactly with Clay's first kill.
Do you guys think this guy is trolling? Just the way his tone is and the fact that like how he's speaking, I don't feel like this guy is trolling, bro. I think he's being like actually legit. The question is though, why would you call into like one of the biggest radio shows in America to do this? You think you're gonna get signed like some type of rapper to like some kind of record deal for doing this shit? Like, I don't know.
He didn't want to be famous or draw attention to himself. But my problem is...
No, that's what I wanted to do, but...
Oh, but you did, but no one noticed the clues.
What?
No, I never sent the clues. I never left anything. You know, I wanted to have my own little signature.
Right.
I wanted to
Signature?
thumb paint
Oh,
with their thumbs.
Oh, really?
what do you want to do?
Thumb paint with their thumbs.
Thumb paint what, though?
I
Thumb?
don't know.
Oh, anything. It was in a comic book a couple of years ago. Just seemed like a good idea.
Like you take
is
the girl
wrong
you
with
killed,
this
you
guy?
dip her thumbs in paint, and then you do like a thumb painting
Yes.
on a piece of paper?
Thumb painting?
Yeah.
It's possible he's talking about the Joker villain from the Batman comics. After leaving the crime scene, he'd always leave his calling card, which many of us know was the Joker card.
Who
He
the
wanted to
does this
spice it
guy
up by
think he
doing
is a
thumb
DC
prints,
villain?
but for some reason, he never got around to doing it. Perhaps he was hyped up with the sense of power that he didn't feel like doing it. It's still unknown as to why he did it and what his real identity is.
Now, after you kill somebody, do you play with the body?
Actually, the closest I've ever done to that is I always make sure I pay them and I make sure they keep their money
What?
Oh, really?
when they're still alive. But with one of them, I did put the money in a compromising place.
Oh my God.
But this one, you know, it had a penis.
If I go to the club and I bring back a girl to my place, bro, and she has a third leg and that shit is bigger than mine, I don't know what I would do. Period. That's like a sort of like a blackout sort of moment. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what I would do.
I see.
But this one, you know, it had a penis.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
It was a guy.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't know at first.
oh
So
man.
do you ever get... Do you think the reason you're so angry is because you were abused or something?
That's wild.
No,
That's
I
a
wasn't
wild ass
abused,
question to
Howard.
ask.
Where's your family?
You got a
I
wife?
mean, you got a mom, a dad, a wife, children. You got any of that?
I've got a couple of kids, but I'm
What the
No
fuck?
wife.
not married
I
to
got
the
a
mother.
couple of
He
kids.
just talked about one incident where the person turned out to be a guy. According to the police reports, in June of 1992, the body of a 25-year-old named George Williams was found, who worked as an exotic dancer at a New Orleans nightclub. On July 25th, Noah Filson, a 33-year-old went by the enchanting name Brenda Bewitch, was found dead in the waters of a canal near I-55.
Bro, so it's all adding
The
up.
comment about his victim having a penis could possibly mean he's talking about them.
Yeah, Howard, that's pretty funny because the only suspect they had when they started finding the bodies was a black police officer.
Oh.
What?
Turns out one of them was associated with them.
Oh, really?
Are you on drugs?
With this comment, he's referencing how after 3 years of a killing spree, a task force was created in 1995 that narrowed down a black police officer as their prime suspect.
That is crazy.
That person was Victor Gant, who had an intimate relationship with one of the victims named Sharon Robinson.
Oh
so there was a
my
connection.
God.
Gant had a reputation for being corrupt after several informants complained that he was running racketeering operations against various criminals. According to the
Racketeering?
police report, the victim he
Isn't
had a
that what they got
relationship with
Tekashi
claimed that
for?
he punched her and broke her nose. It looked very bad for Gant, as she should have testified to this in court, but she was found dead on the 1st of May, 1995. The investigation claimed Gant killed both her and her friend Karen Evester. And according to the victim's friends and acquaintances, he held a personal grudge against them and spoke negatively about them on multiple occasions. Fortunately, it was his dirty habit of chewing tobacco that saved him, as some was found near Evester's body. They did a DNA test, and it came out inconclusive.
This got lucky, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. But this was, because you gotta understand, this was back in the day. When there was a black person that was suspected for a crime back in the day, they had no hesitation to throw you in the cell and throw away the key.
Imagine how much the actual killer was laughing when he saw the police go after the wrong person.
That's crazy.
So after you kill a 60-year-old, like you finish.
No, I was 16.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
She was.
All right. So you finish with your sexual gratification.
And your
And
thumb
then you
painting
always know.
with their
Not
thumbs.
always. You don't even want to get laid sometimes.
No,
You just want to kill.
I'm just bored.
Right.
I'm just,
Does
what?
killing sexually satisfy you in some way?
Nigga, play Xbox!
can't believe Ed McMahon's
If you're
alive.
bored, just play Xbox! What is wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
What do you say?
That's about it.
He's pleasured himself thinking about it later.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Okay. Now, how far apart are these? Like, do you, and then like you feel satisfied for a while?
I don't even understand why I do it, Howard. I don't know if I ever get any satisfaction.
Nah, this guy got some screws
How
loose.
often-
Together anywhere?
Nah, this guy got some
the same
screws
night.
loose.
Really?
You two people in the same night?
Yeah, but I went to Mississippi for the second one.
This bro went to another
So
state.
there's no pattern to how many weeks or days between.
No.
Are these mostly white chicks or black chicks?
Fair number of them have been black. The
Yeah, of
transvestite
course.
was black.
Of
Is
course.
there some racial motivation?
Of
here?
course.
No, Howard, they were just, let's just say a Jimmy Swaggart town.
Did this nigga just say Jimmy Swagger Town? Did this nigga just say Jimmy Swagger Town? You need to convict this man for saying that on live air on radio. Jimmy fucking Swagger Town? This nigga really came in here and said they were in Jimmy Swagger Town. Lock his ass up and throw away the key. For the love of God, please. For the love of God.
Jimmy Swaggart Town.
Don't know what that means.
Me neither, but
That's pretty much the area around here where the prostitutes all hang out.
Oh.
I see.
And it's just whoever comes up to you. You don't pick a certain type.
I don't even approach them. I wait for them to approach me, Robin.
And do you
That's
ever?
like them asking for
Oh
it.
my God.
We can see why the victim profile is not only consistent, but also changing over time. He put in no effort to lure someone for the kill. He felt as though these streetwalkers would willingly go with him to his place. No one would even call to check on their disappearance.
Oh my God.
Not only were they streetwalkers, but in the majority of the cases, they had a history of substance abuse. So there's no motive here. He just for the thrill and to escape boredom.
This man is sick.
Clay was truly a psychopath.
This
You
man,
ever,
somebody
like,
get
look
this
into
man
their
a
eyes
coloring
and go,
book.
You know, gee, these people were just children at one point, and maybe they just had a tough life.
I've
And
let a couple go.
you have. Like, what happened? You're in the middle of killing them, and then they, what do they say? Why would you let one go and the other?
There was this one.
Go ahead.
I think she was probably really new to it.
Really new to it?
There was just something about her. Maybe she reminded me of my ex-fiance, but...
Right.
So she was on probation on the job? You let her go because of that?
Quality.
You somehow felt bad for her.
Yeah.
And you have a fiancé, so you're planning to get married?
No.
He had one.
Oh,
you
you
say.
had one.
No. If I wouldn't
And
be
she
a
had
suspect,
no idea.
Believe me, she'd...
Well, let me ask you, why'd you did you start to kill her and then, like you said, forget it? Or you just never even...
Not even.
You just had sex with her and then you let her go?
I didn't even have sex with her, Howard.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's weird. Now, that's weird.
I mean, he just really felt sorry for this.
Well, at least get a nut off,
Don't
bro.
know
Come
what-
on now.
While we're not 100% sure, it sounds like he's talking about Brenda, who, according to the police reports, escaped the killer's attempts. It was in July of
She couldn't
1991
ID
when
him?
Brenda testified that she got into the car of an unknown man, and after a conversation with him, the man strangled her and dropped her off on the streets. According to the case files, her testimony and description led to a composite sketch of the attacker, and she described that he was muscular, well-dressed, and possibly a middle-aged black male.
Oh my God.
Now, of course, Clay said that he was a white guy, so it's possible
Bro, this is the
him.
This is the problem,
But
bro,
he did
in
have the same
racist
MO.
America. Everyone
So
wants to
that's why
blame the
we believe that
blacks.
He could be linked to Brenda.
What she was doing what she was doing, but...
Are you a big fat mess?
Doing it, but she got off lucky.
Are you a big fat mess, or are you like a fairly good-looking guy?
I'm not a big fat mess. I wouldn't call myself good looking. I don't know what I'd call myself, Howard.
Right.
Yeah, but
A
decent
fucking
job
killer, a
and
deranged
all that
killer is
stuff?
what I call you.
Sounds like a bright guy.
Not decent like you have.
Yeah, well, we got ridiculous jobs.
You can't get these.
I don't even know that I'd call this a job. You know what I mean? This is not a normal
It's a
job.
made-up job.
Yeah, this is a job that's totally useless. You know what I mean? Like, nobody really needs it.
It's a scam.
To me, a job is like something like, you know, a UPS driver is a
That's
job.
a job.
All right. Not now. Thank you, Ed.
Maybe this is a UPS driver.
Ed laughs, but he has no job either.
At this point, you might be wondering whether this call or this show's segment is fake or not. Many Howard Stern fans thought the same because Howard sounds so calm and even suggested that he strangled them, even though he had no mention of this at the time. This is just one of the points which compelled people to think that the call was staged. But, based on the history we've been looking at, he's actually speaking the truth.
Oh
This is
my
always
God.
weird, but I'm bringing, at least we can sort of get into the mind of a guy who's, I think he's 100% on the level. So you first woman.
When was the last time you?
Oh my God.
It's been a few months.
Few months?
It's been going on a year.
Oh my
Boston
God.
Strangler, man. Maybe I should option your story. So, what do you think you're going to do? Do you think you're going to kill yourself? Do you think that
Are you going to kill again?
Can you stop
If
this?
I killed myself, I'd miss the next Batman movie.
Right.
There's
You don't wanna do
no
that.
way. There's no way. Did he just say that? I cannot believe this, bro. This creature has no conscience. This man is more concerned with a Batman movie than the atrocities he's committed in society. This man need to topple and drown down just like the Titanic did like 100 years ago.
Man.
Actually, I'd actually kill myself
Yeah,
to miss
why
that.
would you want to stay for that?
No, but in all seriousness, I mean, do you think that you can control this? Do you think you can stop?
I think I have been.
Oh, you have been for the last
Yeah,
couple of months.
No.
A year he hasn't.
No.
killed.
A year.
Yeah.
Almost.
And that's good?
So why do you think you stopped killing? all of a
This man's
sudden?
like, I haven't killed in a year. Like, it's like he's like sober
I
off
really
of
don't know,
alcohol.
Howard.
Like,
I just-
what?
Part of it had to do with my car broke down.
Oh, no.
My car broke
Really?
down.
Seriously? That's the reason?
Well, that was the reason for a month, but after that, I guess it was all self-control.
Wow. But
So you don't want to do this anymore?
No, he wants to do it, but he's controlling himself. Like, you want to kill women, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Damn.
This part is very important. The fact
Damn.
that he stopped because his car broke down will actually help us link him to someone. In 1994, a person was allegedly found in his car by the police. Which had been parked by the road.
Ew.
This was near the ditch where two victims of the kill named Cheryl Lewis and Dolores Mack's bodies were found. When the police saw him, he was forced out of his car and told to show his driver's license. He explained that he stopped for an oil change and to fix the brake pads, and even willingly allowed his vehicle to be searched. Turns out, there was nothing in his car that proved that he was doing any form of car repair. There were no tools and no flashlight, which would be necessary for repairs at night. He was booked and ID'd as Russell Elwood. He was a native of Massillon, Ohio, who moved to New Orleans, but lived in a squalor.
So this is the
had
guy.
no permanent residence, was never married, and used to do photography jobs and cab driving. He was also arrested several times because of his addiction. Anyways, on the 23rd of July, 1997, after the task force to take down the serial formed, Colonel Walter T. Gorman of the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office and other task force members traveled to Sebring, Florida, where Elwood lived.
Oh.
During his interrogation, Russell Elwood admitted to frequenting black streetwalkers throughout his life and claimed to know more than 100 girls. He also talked about his addiction, but he maintained an innocent stance. It's a possibility that Clay, the serial killer here, could be Russell Elwood.
No, that's him!
And what, do you
That's
like,
him!
Do you enjoy seeing them struggle as you kill them?
Actually, none of them really struggle.
Do you hit them from behind, or do they see it coming?
I can't get inside their minds, but let's just say I hit them.
But, I mean, are you facing them?
Yeah.
Well, so you can see their face and everything when you do it.
Yeah. The worst I've ever gotten was, one tried to grab my neck. I've never gotten any of the claw marks or anything that are, dead giveaways.
Right, you must be very powerful.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't call myself powerful, maybe, intimidating.
Why
Maybe
did
a
you
psycho.
choose
Maybe a
this
psycho
method?
too.
I didn't, Robin. Like I told you, I really wanted to cut things up, mail things, send clues.
No, she means why did you use a hammer? Do you think you...
Because it was in a book I read.
Well, everything
Oh, yeah, a
from
book that you read on...
else.
Yeah, when's the last
Like,
time
what
you
the
got laid?
fuck?
Last week, Howard.
Oh, yeah, so you didn't kill that girl.
No.
Because she was in a...
No.
Right.
It's only hook.
A lot of are only to hook because they know, A,
Easy.
probably won't get caught, and B, they have some kind of anger toward hook.
That's
Like, did
crazy.
you think your mom was a hook or something?
No, Howard.
Your parents married and stay together and the whole thing?
Yeah.
Church-going people?
That'll do it.
Well, one of them, but...
Yeah. Religious
Bro,
fanatics
there's
give
no
birth to
excuse
most
for this
serial
then.
killers
What is the
because they're so
excuse here?
Yeah.
So there's no way I'm going to talk you into giving yourself up or anything, right?
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
I shouldn't
Yeah,
waste my
why
time.
would he do
Calls
that?
after some people
No,
go,
why
"Oh,
would
how
he
can
do
you
that?
teach him?" I'm gonna-
Has anybody ever been close to catching you?
No. No, actually, someone... Once, when it was in the newspaper, someone joked to me, I know it was you, but, well,
That's
they were joking.
great.
Right.
Still no motive, no reason to kill. Even his killing method is inspired by comic books and cartoons.
Yeah, that's what's sick
Well,
about this
I
guy.
gotta say, I wish he would die, but, you know, what can I tell you?
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Maybe this is sort of good that you're talking about it with me, and maybe it'll keep you under, like maybe I can't get you to turn
Maybe this
yourself
is like
in.
a valve, and he'll be able to go another year or something.
Yeah.
But maybe somehow, you know, you won't do it anymore.
What about your kids? You want them living in a world with people like you?
Surely somebody will recognize his voice,
Well,
right?
I mean...
Yeah.
Kind of lonely, though. You can't tell anybody about this.
I'm the only guy you could. Am I the only guy you ever told about this?
Yeah.
That's insane. And you
Wow.
did it in front of millions of people
I guess
watching.
That's sort of an honor.
I've told a couple of women, Howard, but,
God damn it, bro. This guy needs to be stopped. This guy needs to be stopped. Some people are gonna find this shit funny, but like, it's not. It's like somewhat kind of amusing because of how fucking sick and degenerate this guy is, bro. And he takes it like it's a joke. Like, he takes this shit like it's a game. Like, bro, you are a... Bro, stop making jokes, bro.
yeah.
What do you
That's
say to him?
crazy.
All right, let's
Every
see.
now and then you can play the running game if you're out in the middle of nowhere. And we
The
got a lot of
running
middle of nowhere down
game?
here.
Right. So, in other words, let's say you're with a woman, right?
Yeah, Howard.
And you say to her, "Okay, honey, you know, you just had and everything." What do you say to her to torment her?
Oh my god.
How do you break the news to her that she's going to die?
Oh my god.
It really depends on my mood.
Your mood.
Just give us an example.
Well, if I wanted to, I could just say Baba Booey, but that would be pretty,
No, come on, be serious. What do
What
you
the
say to him?
Baba Booey?
I can say you're going to die.
And then what do they do?
I like to articulate a little more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I ask them if they think it's dangerous, doing what they're doing, if they're worried about things, and they'll laugh it off, and that just pisses me off.
Uh-oh.
Right. And then you go ahead and you kill him.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
Oh my god, bro.
It is a fact that psychopaths wait for an emotional response from the next person, after which they just snap. In the beginning, they keep a calm and cool demeanor, almost as if they're mocking the other person and gauging their reactions to see how much further they can push. When the other person finally reacts emotionally, that's when the psychopath may raise their eyebrows, smirk, tell the person to calm down, or feign disappointment. In this situation, Clay was so intolerant of her laugh that it pissed him off and he immediately did the deed.
Yeah, well, you know what? All the experts don't know either, so. But here's a guy, just another story. He's out there.
You know, it substantiates my theory. Did you get jealous of Cunanan? Is that why you're talking to us now?
No, actually, I was thinking about writing a musical about Andrew Cunanan.
Oh my God!
Guy's a comedian.
This guy, I swear to God, thinks he's a fucking comedian, bro. I swear to God, this guy pisses me off.
Sure.
I mean, since you're looking for answers.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Robert.
How you doing, Howard?
Hey, man. Go ahead.
Just wondering, how long did this guy wet his bed when he was a young boy?
Are you serious, or are you just trying to make a joke?
No,
Yo,
I'm totally
what?
serious.
Stop
Did you wet your
joking.
bed when you were a
Yo,
young boy?
stop making a fucking joke,
No.
bro.
Didn't do that at all. No. How about starting fires? Huh? How about starting fires? Sure. Yep.
You did start fires?
Yeah.
How old were you? How old were you when you?
For people to that get into serial killing to start fires, wet their bed when they're young. Along with the mutilation of little animals, but he said he didn't do that. So
Oh my God.
that's kind of something that was missing.
Oh my
Fires
God.
was in your history, right?
You could say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of, it starts off as external ways of showing off their anger, and then they move on and go on to bigger and better things, I guess.
Wonder why this guy kills. Do you have any guess?
I don't know. I think you're right on with something with his family,
Yeah,
childhood.
what's he so angry about?
Right.
Unfortunately, he's real angry, and he's out there hurting a lot of innocent women.
Yeah,
what do I do with a guy
that's
like this? Just
sick,
hang up
bro.
And, forget
That's
about it,
sick,
or
man.
is there anything I can?
Depends on, Howard, what are you going to do? Of course, you're not going to, turn him in, but...
Well,
I would.
but I can't. I mean,
I would, like, bro. Somebody triangulate his, like. Can they do that?
yeah. All right. That's right. Then I'll probably just hang up. Okay.
I forgot. This is like 30 years ago, bro. I forgot they couldn't do that.
Thanks, Mr. Serious.
I mean,
Want to give us your name?
yeah, I mean, I know I'm not going to get him to turn himself in. I've had calls from people who go, well, why didn't you do something? I go, well, what am I supposed to do? The guy's on the phone.
Yeah, there's nothing you can really do.
They were like, well, why don't you trace these calls? And I'm like, well, I don't have that equipment.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I can't even get a phone system that works for air, let alone a tracing thing.
Yeah, I don't blame him. There's nothing you can really do.
Oh, Jackie's back.
Plus, this is like 40 years ago.
First I wasn't buying it, but now I think I'd buy it.
Nah, I buy it. I bought that guy.
Howard may not have the tracing equipment, but the FBI sure does.
Oh, they found
The
him.
very next day,
Please.
after many viewers complained about the show,
Yo.
the FBI seized the call recordings and tried to trace them to
Yes,
the location.
sir!
The closest they got to the real Clay was that man named Russell Elwood.
Oh, so it was him.
Another reason why he was a potential suspect was that during his 85 days in jail in August of 1997, Elwood literally implicated himself in the New Orleans killings, according to his cellmates.
Oh. He admitted
After
to he
going through
snitched?
very substantial evidence and testimonies, Russell Elwood was sentenced to life without parole on the 17th of August, 1999 for the murder of Cheryl Lewis.
Thank God.
The rest of the murders remained unsolved to this day.
At least this sick, twisted creature is behind bars for the rest of his life. I mean, me personally, I would like to see him, like, just dropped in a fiery pit of some sort. You know what I'm saying? But this will suffice. You know, as long as he's not out there doing these sick, twisted acts anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because, like, he would have gotten away with it, too. If he just didn't, why would you do that and think like nobody's gonna try to like pinpoint you? A lot of people don't have jobs, bro, like you know what I mean? Like they're just bored sitting at their house doing nothing all day, unemployed. That's the crazy part, is like if he didn't dox himself and go on live, like go on this radio show, he would have gotten away with it too, right? There wouldn't have been an end to this Scooby-Doo mystery. But anyways, I digress. That was crazy. That was insane. Anyways, like the video if you guys have not liked the video. Sub to the channel if you guys have not subbed to the channel. You guys know what to do, man. On the road to 30K. Leave a comment down below on the craziest part from this. Leave a comment down below if there's like anything crazy like this that you've ever seen before. And yeah, we're gonna end it off on there. Appreciate you guys coming through. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.
This is how I'm coming, yeah, I did this on my own. Don't you tell me something, cause I did it all alone. You ain't helping nothing, no, nah. You ain't helping nothing, no, nah. Came up from the guys and niggas show me some respect. Niggas mad cause I ain't breaking off on all these checks. You ain't helping nothing, no, nah. You ain't help with nothing, no, nah, nah.